So I went ahead and 3D modeled everything so that I could make sure and get all the spacers and shims in the right spot. And I want to replace they're called an angular contact bearing. You had, on this end, you had a standard deep groove roller bearing, which I don't believe is correct. But over here, you're supposed to have, I think these two were supposed to be the angular contact bearings, and then typically they put a roller bearing here, but that was 1950s technology. I can get a lot better dynamic load ratings out of a Timken roller bearing. Those would never fail. So in this cutaway view, you can see where I've put Timken rollers on either side of the worm. And then this is a cylindrical roller bearing, which is great for handling the heavy load of the weight of that hand wheel and pulley, since they put all their weight on the one side. Stokes always tried to balance it on both sides, but I actually like the Manistee design better. These work really, really well, obviously, since it's been in service for so long. This is an excellent rear drive. So anyway, I would like to change it to those style of bearings. It means I need to make a few parts, and I am going to send those 3 new bearings out for something that was developed NASA developed it for bearings that are in space. Basically, if you use grease is just oil and like a delivery mechanism that holds onto the oil that makes it kind of thick. And so somebody took that to its logical conclusion and made a polymer, which is basically like a plastic that holds onto oil very well. And so as the bearing heats up, the oil is released, and then it cools down because it now has oil, and then the polymer is hygroscopic, and so it sucks that oil back in, and so it just maintains a constant balance. You never have to oil it ever again, and it keeps all the dirt out. So it adds, I don't know, I think it adds generally about $50 a bearing, but I think that's really the right way to go. So if you'll let me, I would like to do that. This will be the last time you mess with this rear drive in your lifetime. If not, even when you take this apart, the next time you take it apart, putting the worm gear on will be something you don't even need a press for. It'll just be very, very easy to service, and you'll love it. So I don't really think the price wise is not, because I love the assembly is so much easier, that I'm incentivizing you with labor to do it this way. The only problem is that it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks to get it done. So it's going to add a little bit. I could show you the other, like I said, I modeled everything. I even modeled, if you wanted, I was kind of preparing for you to say that maybe you wanted another drive for that other machine, and maybe you do someday. But I modeled a way to machine this thing, where I could supply you with another rear drive for the other machine, which is still an option. The other machine has the wrong ring gear on it, but if someday you wanted to switch it out to the other style when that ring gear wears out, which it's a bronze ring gear, so those will be hard to get a hold of. But you could take that bronze ring gear, take it off, replace it with a steel ring gear, and then you'll want to buy this drive. So I'll be ready for you if that ever happens, because I can machine all these parts and supply you with a spare drive. I think that's all there is to say. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll talk to you soon.